Mr. Doggie Diamond, coming to drop some laws. What's good, man?
What's going on, y'all? What's the word?
Doggie, what's good, my G?
Chilling, man. Just sitting here. I'm watching Judge Mathis. I could give a fuck about any of them games. I'm gonna keep it real.
Doggie Diamonds, you don't watch NBA, you don't watch football, nothing like that?
I watch sports from time to time, but I used to be a real big sports fanatic. Like if Jeopardy comes on and this fucking sports category is on it, I know everything from the horses, secretariat, horse racing, and all that shit. But the older I got, I realized, I'm hating people in other parts of the country and the world based on sports, and I don't even know them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is stupid. Like, New Yorkers, we naturally hate people from Boston.
That's true. I hate the Red Sox, I hate the Celtics, I hate the Patriots.
This is what I'm saying. But Ed G is one of my favorite rappers, and where's he from? Where's Guru from?
Guru's from Boston, Roxbury. Niggas think he's from Brooklyn, but he's from Boston, though, for real.
That's what I'm saying. Where's Crumb Snatcher from?
Boston. Word.
Where's Static Selector
Main
from?
streets of Boston.
Yeah, so I hate Static Selector, which happens to be, a good friend of mine. I'm going to hate him because of sports?
Right.
This shit is stupid. So I was just like, man, I watch it for the entertainment value, when the Super Bowl is on and motherfuckers are getting some chicken and shit. But other than that, I'm not going to be like, go such and such. I could look out my window and see the Barclays Center fact. Where I go food shopping at is right across the street from the Barclays Center. So I'm happy that that's in my neighborhood, but I'm not happy that it fucking caused gentrification in Brooklyn, and I'm not happy that it raised the prices in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So with every gift is a curse sometimes, just like with every curse could be a gift. So fuck sports, basically.
Let me tell you something, Timbo, about Doggie Diamonds. The internet runs the world, and I used to always see this brother be on the internet promoting his show, DTF Radio. Shout out to your station there. Every Wednesday, 7 to 9, I'll get it fucked up. And I used to be like, you already know. I like to hear niggas that spit that real raw shit, whether it's hip-hop, politics, and just speak from the heart. And I just felt there's only two niggas in this game behind that mic, behind that camera that really talks that real shit is Doggie Diamonds and Star from Star and Buck Wild. Those are two brothers that I really salute, and I like to listen to the knowledge that they drop and shit. Doggie Diamonds doesn't hold his tongue for nobody. I think that's why Doggie, he needs to be on Hot 97 or one of these radio stations talking hip-hop.
There you go.
I don't know how you feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas go run the Vlad, let's keep it real, when they should be running the Doggie Diamonds. He give the best interviews. I mean, all these years, Doggie Diamonds, I thought the rumors out there when you had Cuban Links on there, right? And the rumor was that them niggas had beat up Jay-Z. And for him to clarify on your show that, that shit ain't really go down how niggas made his sign, I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So you have exclusive interviews. And for old school niggas like myself, I appreciate you bringing the Smooth the Hustlers, Little Fames. You know what I'm saying? All the old school niggas and chop it up with them. So I salute you on that, my G, for real.
Well, I just spoke to Star yesterday. Shout out to Star. Me and Star speak on the phone often about business and stuff, and just, we just cool. The deal, what I found was my niche was I want to interview the unsung heroes of hip-hop. See, what people don't understand is that hip-hop is 2014, but you have people in the 90s, you have people in the 80s, you have people in the late 70s that was a part of this culture to where it's at today. But people forgot about them. People don't want to talk about them. So I've been sitting there, I'm like, you might be listening to this Chinks Drugs Want to Be a Coke Boy record and you love it. It's a dope record. But, that's Royal Flux beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the youth don't know that. So I say, hold up. Let me call Flush on the phone and get him up here. Who knew that Smooth the Hustler wrote Ain't No Nigga verse for Foxy Brown on
Smooth penned that for Foxy? It was in jail?
Yeah, look at the interview. Smooth the Hustler wrote that.
Wow.
Damn. See, this is what that's what I said. I said, you know what? I could do, listen, when these people come and they do all the radio shows and all the press places, the This Is 50, the Vlad TVs, the Breakfast Club, and the Hot 97, we get the calls too to do those interviews. I don't do press day interviews. I don't want to do press day interviews. Salute to every artist that's coming out trying to do their thing. Salute to the people who's putting out new projects. But I don't do press day interviews. You know why? Because some of these artists won't even be around by the summer.
Word.
I want to talk about people who sustained in this game for 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, or at least had a big contribution to hip-hop and the culture of entertainment. A lot of people say they do shit for the culture, but they lying. They do shit for views. That's why they have these titles like that, and there's always controversy. Let me explain something to you. Once you see on so-called hip-hop publications, people starting to interview transvestites, we know we in trouble. Because why would a tranny get a voice? That, you contributed to the demise of a hip-hop star career, but the same people who reported it, it was bullshit then. But
are you talking about Mr. C? Are you talking about Mr. C, Doggie?
No, I'm talking about the Chingy shit.
Oh, the Chingy shit. Pardon me. Okay. Pardon me. All right.
Why would you ever interview a transvestite? I don't respect shit like that, because it's like, okay, what's the agenda that we trying to push? Because who are some of the main sites that keep asking people about gays in hip hop? Why is that so important? I'm not trying to push no agenda on nobody.
Right.
I just stand for what I stand for, but I see a lot of shit. My third eye is always open. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people really don't like me. It ain't got nothing to do with, because if you ever was around me, you chill with me. I'm a regular dude. I laugh, I joke, I fucking shower, I wash clothes. I got to season this chicken in a few minutes, marinate it, put some off. That's regular people shit, but you can't fool me. I'm not a fool. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown-ass man who do my own shit. And look, if niggas want to interview trannies, that's on them. Salute. That's what you do. That's not what I came in this business to do. I didn't come in this business to give people voices because they destroyed Chingy for that. And I interviewed Chingy in I interviewed Chingy in where was that?
That was recent though, right? You had an interview with Chingy, right?
Yeah. I didn't ask him nothing about no transvestite shit. Yeah. Why would I ask that man some shit like that? Yeah. Not out of fear, because I'm fearless. I ask anybody anything. But it's like, we ain't giving that shit no light. Because the last time I seen Chingy, he was rapping about being an Israelite and, coming into some type of knowledge. That was more intriguing to me. Yeah, that was more intriguing to me than to talk about him as a transvestite. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, we ain't giving that shit no light. I'm mad that I'm giving that shit light now. I'm just saying that the difference between integrity and people. Some people do shit for views, but then when they get busted over their head, they want to file lawsuits. Understand what I'm saying? I got to have a certain integrity, because I never file a lawsuit. I never call the cops. It's going to be blood in the streets, but is it worth it over footage? Is it worth it to end people's career? Now, if a man got something to say about another man, they got to hash that out. But you'd be surprised how much shit I don't put out. I got footage right now that could start some of the biggest beefs in hip-hop history, that will go down and that will start some of the biggest beefs in hip-hop history, that will never see the day, that will never see the light of day. Never.
Wow.
And artists, even Nori, when I did interview Nori, he said, you're one of the only people that, if I say something too crazy, you'll call me and say, Nori, I'm not going to put that out. I don't think you should say that.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely be caring about dudes. I ain't trying to get you sent to jail, my nigga.
But, Doggie, let me ask you a question, though. Is that stem from you being an old school nigga and old school values and the way you was brought up, and not really the technology era where everything you said is like niggas are doing views? Back in the day coming up, there was none about views. It wasn't about views. You know what I'm saying? Is it because you're cut from a different cloth, maybe?
They don't make my fabric no more. I haven't met too many people like me, because if y'all follow me from when I started to now, I have not wavered off my stance. I stood on my square from then till now. I have not wavered off my stance. I just don't give certain shit as much attention as I used to, because look, if a shepherd can fool the sheeple, and I'm trying to tell you don't go over there because you're going to get slaughtered, who am I to try to deter them from getting slaughtered? People love to be fooled. Unfortunately, people love to be fooled. I'm here saying, yo, pay attention to what's going on. Yo, they fucking with you. They fucking with your mind. People are like, fuck you, nigga, you a hater. Okay, so I'm a hater. So now when you realize you've been fooled, don't come over here with me. And that's just my stance on everything. When I see niggas paying $1,000 to get on the website to get 300 comments of hate. 300, you paid to get hated? You paid to get hated. When you can just take that same, I'm going to give a jewel, when you can just take that same money, $1,000, put your video on YouTube, and pay YouTube to promote your shit. At least you know the views will be real, it will be authentic, and you will have a bigger reach besides putting it in one place. I'm not even supposed to give information like that because the game is sold, not told, but I can't die with the knowledge that I have. Yeah. So you got to give it. You got to give it to people. And the more I get, the more I give out because, I'm still a student of everything. Let me explain something to y'all. I have no high school diploma. I have no GED. I dropped out of school in 10th grade. Facts. But here it is in 2014. I have my own company. I have a radio show. I got a camera. And I'm working on my instrumental album, going back to my roots of music.
Yeah, speaking of that, though, did you had a relationship with Biggie, right? Explain that to the PSA radio people, though.
I grew up on Waverly and Fulton. My family's still there. Come over there on some bullshit, you will get harmed. So, that's why I put it out there. It ain't no secret where I'm from Waverly and Fulton. Biggie's from St. James and Fulton. We grew up 2 blocks from each other. I was one of the first niggas in the hood with a record deal. I built a studio in my crib at 16. Biggie used to come to the crib and rap. Little Kim, Junior Mafia before it was Junior Mafia. And me and Big knew each other from the from the street. He wasn't really out on the streets like I was. I was really actively out there. He wasn't really out there. Like, this shit is just real shit. You know what I'm saying? But when he started coming outside, I was already a veteran. He's a little older than me. You know what I'm saying? And we just dealt because the nigga could rhyme. We used to call him Fat Chris. And it was like, Fat Chris is nice. You know what I'm saying? I was a DJ back then at that time, so I'd be on the turntables at parties. He'd get on the mic, start rapping. He was just dope. You know what I'm saying? So when I built my studio in 1993, he came to the crib. We did a demo for Junior Mafia, and they got a record deal off that shit.
Word. Oh, shit.
One of the first recordings of Warning.
Wow.
And I got mad at Biggie one day and threw every tape that I had of his in the garbage.
Say words, son.
Yeah.
Wow.
I threw everything in the garbage. But, people say, damn, it's worth something, but what would it be worth because he's not here at the end of the day? I don't want to get money off his passing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that shit ain't cool to me. I mean, I would have liked to say to people, yo, look, you know what I'm saying, this is where he came from, but his rhymes was dope then. You know what I'm saying? But, people say, damn, you threw money away. Shit, who could predict that, he's going to die in 1997?
Right.
You should have saved them tapes from 5 years ago. I don't think that. I think that's some sucker shit. You know what I'm saying?
How did it hit you though when you heard that he passed?
Wow.
I felt bad for Hood more than I felt because me and him had a big disconnect. Like we didn't really talk as much when he got to be named like the greatest. Because like I said, I know the nigga with the leaning Timbs and the bum nigga walking through my. Talking about, yo, which one of these bitches out here sucking dick? I'm trying to get that. That's the nigga I knew. So to see him go from that to, Notorious B.I.G., mind you, I know Fat Chris. I was happy, but when he died, it was like, damn, he dead. You know what I'm saying? So any little issue that I had with him, my gripe that I had with him, we can't talk about it. And that's the pain of it. That's why I say to people sometimes you don't hold grudges if it's somebody that you really want to reconcile with. Pick up the phone because any day could be the last day that you speak to them. Me, I'm not a forgiving person. When I don't like you no more, that shit is forever because I'm going to ask you, are you sure this is what you want to do? I give you some days to think about it, but I'm harsh. You know what I'm saying? I'm harsh because anytime somebody could do something that deliberately is going to hurt me and I tell them, yo, this is going to affect me like this, that, and the third, and you do it anyway, mother made you, mother had you, motherfuck you.
Motherfuck you, wow.
But it hurt the Hood, to see the casket riding through the Hood. I'm like, damn, like, shit, man, like, this shit is fucking crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, And then it was just a celebration for the hood. Like, damn, we Brooklyn, man, we breed these stars, man. We got Big, we got Jay-Z, we got Big Daddy Kane. Because Big Daddy Kane is all our father. You know what I'm saying?
That's Jay-Z's pops right there, though.
That's all our father. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's father. You know, Biggie's father, too. What was the first song that you heard from Biggie? Was him rhyming over Ain't Half Stepping Beat, was the original Blind Alley by the Emotions. You know, and so who put Big on? Mr. C. Big Daddy Kane. You know, from the same roots of the tree. You know, so that kind of hurt me. I was really hurt, I think, more when Tupac died, though.
Word?
Because it was first. Yeah. It was first. Like, by the time Big died, I think we was all still numb because it wasn't too long after. Yeah. So Tupac dying was like, I Ain't Mad at You video came out and shit. It was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, did he know something we didn't know? So I felt like with Tupac, I connected to his spirit a little bit more because he's the child of a Panther. He knows the struggle, you know. I think he got caught up in trying to survive, caught up in the business, caught up in trying to sell records, doing certain things that was gimmicky, not in the sense of, you know, dressing funny or whatever, but just dealing with the beef thing because it became popular. But if you look at the beef, it was funded by who? Jimmy Iovine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I promise not to get into none of that right now. But
but Doggie, let me ask you a question. Do you think Pac was in a situation where he was guilty by association? Because I mean, Suge was the one that put up the money for him to get out of prison. So it's like, I gotta ride for Suge. I might not agree on the beef thing that he's doing this, that, and the third with certain cats, but I gotta ride with him because that's my bread right now.
Is Suge a rapper?
Not at all. The CEO of the company.
So what you riding with a CEO of a company because he got beef with another CEO? That's nigga business. That's why niggas is fucked up now, doing nigga business. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Anybody that I got beef with, I got niggas I do not like. Fact, I don't like you, but it means you sit down in the room and hash it out. If you're willing, I'm willing. Even if I punch you in your fucking face. We gonna leave this room, and that's it. Yeah. So I gotta take on people beef too, but we gotta have discussions because beef. Look how that beef ended. Yeah. Was it really worth niggas dying though? Like, was it really that serious? Especially when I used to see Tupac on Fulton Street with Big.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Somebody on Twitter asked Doggie if he ever met Tupac back when he used to be in New York. It's funny you said that.
I seen Tupac on the Ave one time, and there was another time Big on because our medium was Washington Avenue. St. James is on one side, Wavy's on the other side. Washington is in the middle. When you seen the tape where Big was battling somebody, he was like 17.
Yeah, 17. Yeah.
I saw Pac out there one time, and they was going to a hotel, and he was like, "Yo, come with me to the hotel to fuck with this nigga Pac." And then he was like, "Hold on, hell no, nah. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna fuck with it. Yo, we could go. I'll get up with you next time, because you and Pac together in the same room, I can't control both of y'all." So he was like, "Nah, y'all two niggas is too crazy. He already crazy, you fucking crazy. I can't control it." But yeah, I seen Pac. Funny shit, I'm going to tell a brief story. One time at the MTV Music Awards, 1996, Tupac got killed 4 days later. I saw Nas. Was that AZ with Nas or Core Mega? I think it might have been Core Mega. Don't quote me, but I'm running around bent. I have a G, a motherfucking Smirnoff in my hand. Walking around the street by Radio City Music Hall. I'm a Brooklyn nigga, and a lot of y'all internet niggas be saying, yeah, y'all Brooklyn. Listen, I'm a Brooklyn nigga. We go anywhere, any way we want to. That's why if it's a show in Kentucky and the nigga get on stage and say Brooklyn in the house, niggas will be like, ho, even though they ain't never seen Brooklyn in their life. Right. But anyway, so I'm walking around bent. It's some death row niggas. You know what I'm saying? So my cousin was out there. It was me, my cousin, and my two other men. So niggas start rapping. So we like, niggas, these country ass niggas rapping with these accents. So some nigga was like, put some money down. I battle any of y'all niggas. So my cousin's super nice. I'm like, yo, money down, what's good? So my cousin he rapped some old West Coast bullshit, and then I was like, yo, I won. Give me my fucking money. So I'm like, I picked my bread up from under him. I think I put $1 down. I picked bread up. I'm like, nigga, give you your money. Fuck out of here, nigga. You ain't win shit. I said, how we judging to see who wins? So as he's saying this, he arguing, making a scene, y'all see like 40 niggas crossing the street. Who the first nigga in front? Tupac.
Wow.
This is during the heat of the East Coast, West Coast beef.
96, yeah.
Listen, the Death Row niggas was out here deep. I ain't gonna lie. So they walk in. So they walk up, and the nigga breaking because he see his niggas now. You know, he see his Death Row niggas now. So as soon as he walk up, he like, yo, Pop, they won't pay me my fucking money. I say, yo, Pop, what's good? You know what it is. He said, all right. He said, word, they won't pay you your money? All right. And he kept walking and left Duke there. I said, now we gonna fuck you up. And the niggas just ran and shit like that. But for a minute, I was like, yo, all these niggas is coming. We about to scrap, but my thing is never retreat. You know, I'm stupid like that. I'm like, fuck it. I could fight 20 niggas. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to run. You know what I'm saying? I'm stupid like that. You know, I'm like, yo, I'm not going to run. I'm a fight. I'm a fighter. You know what I'm saying? So all niggas ain't trying to stab me or cut me and no shit. Yo, with the hands, I done gave so many. I got to learn how to take one or two, and I have. You know what I'm saying? But that was a funny Tupac story, man, 1996. That was him and Nas squash they shit, I heard.
Because I think he was trying to form a Death Row East, right? Him and Suge?
Yeah. Yo, matter of fact, I had an argument with MC Hammer the same day. I was like, because, yo, listen, the interview thing for me is I was just tailor-made to do the shit. Like, I was always inquisitive. I know how to ask a question without being intrusive. You know, I know how to ask you stuff to make you into me. Because if you ever notice, a lot of artists open up to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they do.
But they don't feel violated. You know what I'm saying? I know how to ask people shit. I know what to stay away from, what people are sensitive about. So I saw MC Hammer and I saw Eric B. Because remember, Eric B was supposed to be the head of the Death Row East shit. So
Eric B DJ? Rakim's DJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. So I saw MC Hammer. So I'm like, yo, Hammer. Mind you, I was walking around with a camera back then.
Wow.
In 96. This is facts. You know what I'm saying? So I seen the nigga and I was like, yo, Hammer, what's good? You working on a new album? Because remember he came out with that Pumps in a Bump. Like, you know, he was hardcore and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Pause. So,
yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that poor shit too, man. Niggas know I ain't no fucking homo. You know what I'm saying? Because yo, let me tell you something about the poor shit.
Talk about it, Doggie Down.
Listen, sometimes it's too crazy. Like, yo, you want the hard salami, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, that might be like, all right, that's too crazy. But if I say hardcore, you know what I'm saying? Or pumps in the, like, yo, I can't be trying to clarify my sexuality when I talk. I'm a man that's heterosexual. And that's fucking that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going, because only a faggot would think about faggot shit.
That's true. That's true.
You know
we live in a pause-worthy world.
That's like when I go on Forbes and I look at the pictures niggas put up, and the nigga will look at a woman and say, yo, don't she look like little Bow Wow? And I'll be like, yo, how do you see a man in a woman? You're a faggot. You know what I'm saying? I don't rap like that. So I'm not clarifying my sexuality for nobody. I'm a 100%. Look, I'm masculine. I kill mice. I step on roaches. I swat bees. That's the realest shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. But back to the story real quick, right? So I say to the nigga, I got verbal AED too, so sometimes I be jumping through shit.
You good, dog. You good.
My mind is like Minority Report. Remember when he was just moving shit all around? That's how my mind works. So I see, MC Hammer. So I'm like, yo, Hammer, what's good? You know, I see you doing your thing. You about to drop some new music and shit. He said, yeah. I said, who you fucking with on the production? He said, I'm only fucking with the funk. I'm only fucking with funk beats. I said, so okay. So that means you got Eric Sermon on your project. He said, Eric Sermon, why would I have on my project? I said, that's one of the originators of the funk. I said, so you got Bomb Squad on your project. He didn't even know who the fuck I was talking about. I said, yo, it's no way you can do funk without having Eric Sermon from EPMD produce it. So don't talk about funk. Oh, I talk about what I want. Because, you know, Hammer like to say, oh, I'm 6'2". So I said, nigga. I said, but you still MC Hammer, though.
Right.
I don't give a fuck how tall you are, what you weigh. You're still MC Hammer, and you always going to be pussy. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I don't think MC Hammer is pussy, though. I think he really probably do give it up, but I'm just a stupid nigga. I was like, man, fuck you. You talking about you only fucking with the funk. You only fucking with West Coast. I'm like, West Coast? Without Eric Sermon, mind you, EPMD is my favorite group of all time. So
Word.
It is what it is.
I think they're the most slept-on group in hip-hop history, Doggy Diamonds. Am I correct on that?
They're the most sampled group in hip-hop history.
Yeah, you guys to chill and all that, yeah, word.
Yeah, even though they sample people, but people don't take it from the original. They take it from EPMD a lot.
Yo, Doggy Diamonds, I got a quick question for you. August 3rd, 1995. Do you remember that date?
August 3rd, 1995.
That was a great year in hip-hop.
95, what was I doing? Some of my niggas was in jail. Niggas was rapping over the phone in jail. My nigga Tripe was in jail, rapping on the phone for me like 2 hours and shit, no lie.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't remember that day. Refresh me on that day.
August 3rd, 1995, the second annual Source Awards happened. What changed after that one award show for hip-hop? After the second annual Source Awards happened.
You talking about that's when Suge went on stage and Wild Out?
Yeah.
I watched that in the crib, and I was so fucking mad because when I saw Big and them up there, like, that's my hood, that's my niggas. So I'm like, I wish I was there because I'm just naturally a wild out nigga. Now I'm grown now, so, you know, I'm a businessman as far as I got to be careful because I got a lot to lose. But 95, complete idiot I was. I was like, so, you know, if I was there, you know, but shout out to Benzino, too. Let me tell you something about Benzino. Benzino did a Source tour. Dave Mays did a Source tour in 1992. The first Source tour. I was in the Source magazine. I was in a group called Little Bastards. We made a record called Bitch Get a Job. And Roxanne Shante, we was label mates at the time. And
Roxanne Shante, word.
Yeah, I used to DJ for Roxanne Shante when I was like 16.
Word?
But, that ass. But they was going on a tour to take Roxanne Shante. She just made a song called Big Mama, dissing all female MCs. Y'all can look that up, Big Mama. And they wanted to take Shante out on the tour, but Tyrone Williams was the CEO of Cold Chillin', Living Large at the time. Fly Ty was like, if you take Shante, you got to take the Little Bastard. So needless to say, I went on my first tour, 30-city tour. Benzino took me under the wing and was like, yo, you stay with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all little niggas stay around me because these other niggas on the tour is pussy. No lie. You know what I'm saying? They had, I don't know if I could say this, but they had Debo Marky Mark for a tour bus.
Mark
Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg, wow. He
went on Arsenio Hall wearing a Boston Bruins shirt. Now, if you know anything about Benzino, he was in a group called the Almighty RSO.
Yeah.
When they saw him wearing that fucking jersey on Arsenio, they ran down on him because, you know, they from Boston, and so is fucking Mark Wahlberg. To squash the issue, he gave them a tour bus. So needless to say, it was a shooting incident on tour. Lord Finesse was on stage rapping.
Word, Lord Finesse.
And he was, you know, Lord Finesse is bragging, boasting, shitting on niggas, blah, 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 blah. This was in North Carolina. That's when I realized niggas down south give it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little nigga from Brooklyn. I'm like, fuck all y'all niggas, but shout out to them niggas in NC. Y'all definitely give it up. Back then, y'all still giving it up now. But Lord Finesse was on stage rapping. I guess niggas ain't like what Lord Finesse had to say, so they shot the rental car up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
Niggas in North Carolina shot the rental car up. You know what I'm saying? This is 1992. I'm laughing because I just like gunshots. I just think that shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, they shooting that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, that shit is, because this is what I see every day. So now I'm on tour, and I'm like, yo, niggas is really shooting at niggas? So
yeah,
we get back to the hotel. We had a 9, you know what I'm saying, within our entourage. So I'm like, give me the gun, because I'm going to go out and bang one of these niggas. I don't even know who I'm going to see. I'm little. I'm stupid. So Lord Finesse didn't do nothing. Benzino was mad, so he was like, "This for y'all protection. Y'all stay with us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay wherever we go, wherever RSO go. Y'all go. We got our own bus. Y'all not gonna ride on the bus with us. Y'all gonna ride on your bus. But when we get to the venue, stay with us." Because I was 16. I was little. You know what I'm saying? I was a little kid. So it's like I had to. I ain't really supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm in clubs. I'm in venues. I'm drinking Cisco. I'm out there.
Crack juice. Wow.
Hey, nigga, I told you I was crazy.
Word.
The Source tour lineup was Roxanne Shante.
Wow.
Organized Confusion, Pharoah Monch, Prince Poe, OC.
Pharoah Monch.
Producer Buck Wild.
Whoa.
Lord Finesse.
Big L
Trackmasters. The 18, which was Hot Dog, that was Chubb Rock people. A group called Power Rule. A dude named Cooley Live from Camden, New Jersey, which the niggas is crazy as fuck. I knew that back then. The niggas in Camden give it up too. Shout out to everybody in Camden.
Camden's crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So this is my first time being on the road. Like I never been out of Brooklyn. So now I'm seeing cities, I'm seeing states. I'm like, yo, these girls like me and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is some effortless box. You know what I'm saying? So I was open off that shit. So from then, but then they dumbed out. They bought us BB guns and shit. I shot everybody with them shit. I just was shooting everybody with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that was like, one of the most fun times of my life. So shout out to Benzino and Dave Mays. I'm forever loyal to them, even when they went through the turmoil with Eminem and all that shit. I'm like, Benzino is my man. That's my friend. Even when he had a video shoot in Brooklyn one time, he called me. He needed a gun and some bullets for his video shoot. I came out like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Went to his video shoot.
Hold him down.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't for no beef. It was for a photo shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I was young, like I said. So I always been loyal to. I spoke to I got a crazy Benzino interview that I'm going to put out soon. But I got to wait for a certain artist to drop. And then we going to clarify some shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't really talk about that too much. But that's really it and shit,
Let me ask you a question, Doggie Diamonds. I seen something that Uncle Murder was your artist at one time?
Yeah, Uncle Murder was in a group called Ian Wycliffe. Him and Shorty Red and the other little dude. I forgot his name. I think he was calling himself Devious, but we used to laugh at him because it was like he was young and it ain't really fit him. But yeah, Uncle Murder named Baby Taz. He was signed to a label called Mega Records. And Cooch, which is really one of the heads, still with Uncle Murder to this day, was doing Uncle Murder music. And when they met me, he just felt like, yo, you better at producing, so you do all the music. So Uncle Murder used to come to my crib, right on Waverly Avenue, the same crib that Smith & Wesson was in, the same crib. Aguilar was in, the same crib. Sean Price was in, the same crib. Biggie was in, the same crib. Foxy Brown was in, the same crib. DJ Self was in. Like every rapper in Brooklyn has been to my house.
Wow.
Donnell Rawlins, you know what I'm saying? Maya, the
comedian.
singer. Bryce Wilson, you know what I'm saying? I had Maya on the brownstone in Brooklyn.
Word?
Niggas was riding past like,
yo, is it Park Slope? Is it Park Slope or some shit?
Nah, nigga, in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was riding past like, yo, that's Maya, my nigga? Hell yeah. And I gave Maya, I was putting her onto the jewels. This was 1998.
Okay.
I was putting Maya onto the jewels. I gave her my book, Behold the Pale Horse by William Cooper. She took my book and was reading my book. So that's how long I had knowledge of things and was awareness since, before 98. Right. But I gave Maya my Behold the Pale Horse book. You know what I'm saying? So me and her just sat on the step and just vibe. You know what I'm saying? Just talk about music. and talking about other shit. Maya hood too, not like a ratchet type hood, but
right.
her little image of being, you know, cool. Maya curse, all that shit. You know, shout out to Rec, because what happened was there used to be a gym across the street from my crib, and Rec is my partner Rec is very assertive. He was like, yo, that's Maya? Nah, we bagging her. I said, fuck it, let's go. He was like, yo, on the real, my man got a studio across the street. Yo, you need to come hear some of that music. She was like, let's go. I was like, word? Why you going to my crib?
Damn.
Right.
I was like, oh, shit. This, you know, one of the baddest looking whoever did it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like trying to pick up the phone, like, yo, my nigga, I got Maya in my fucking crib. So then I played some beats for her, and then she came back to get a tape. And she chilled with me all night till like 2 in the morning, right on my steps, just me and her, just talking.
Wow.
Yo, this is around 2-way pages, my nigga.
2-way pages? Word.
Yeah, because we used to 2-way each other. That's how long ago it was. So that's why I never been starstruck. I never been in awe when I interview people, because I done been around people that people consider to be stars. They're my friends. And I knew them before stardom. You know what I'm saying? So it's regular. There's some people that might look at me like I'm a star or I'm legendary or whatever. I'm just humbled that anybody know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't put my face out there. I'm not.
And why is that, Doggie Diamond? You always be behind a camera for how many years? I watch the clips on Forbes DVD, and it's like I respect that you focus on the artist, but like you don't try to get no shine. You just chill and just conduct your interviews on some real professional shit. I gotta admit that, movie.
The shine's supposed to go to the artist, not you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want people to watch my interviews because they know I'm going to ask great questions, not because, you know, I guess it's that August date that the homie said. You want to rap all in the videos, you know. I just never wanted to be that shit Suge Knight was talking about, you know. And once Suge Knight got all in the videos, all on the camera, that was the demise of Death Row. You know what I'm saying? So
true story.
I was like, I gotta pick my spots where I do appear on camera. I am on camera a lot. People just don't know it, but I don't put myself out there because it's like I don't want to be known for an interview, nigga. I'm a music producer, and that's where I'm going back to my roots. So now I'm about to be a camera hog. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, yo, you just, because I already know what they're gonna say. Go back to interviews, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You already know they're going to get that. Yep.
Yeah, but they could eat a dick, though. Let me tell you something about haters, too.
Talk about it.
With haters are really people who like you. You know why? Because shit that I hate, that I don't like, I just don't fuck with it. Like I just told y'all earlier, I don't watch sports. So you think I'm going to sit here and watch the game just to hate on it?
Right.
I'm not going to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Haters pay attention to everything you do because they need something to hate. I don't like certain artists. So when I see their video, it might even be on my site. I don't click it because I don't like this motherfucker. I'm going to click it to say, I hate you. The same energy that I'm using to talk about what I hate, while I'm not talking about what I love.
Yeah.
So you got people who click on videos to troll and say what they hate, but if you ask them who their favorite artist is, they'll say Nas. But a new Nas video go up and they won't say nothing. Doesn't make any sense to me. So haters are confused people. You know what I'm saying? They need to channel that hate that you have and turn it into something positive and start supporting more instead of tearing motherfuckers down, because no matter what you feel about me, no matter what you feel about Rec, no matter what you feel about our movement, the Forbes DVD movement, we took a risk that a lot of people didn't take. We go back almost a couple of years to the inception of World Star before Vlad, when Vlad was jacking World Star videos and putting them on his YouTube. Let's be real.
Talk about it.
You understand what I'm saying? I was the first person on the internet ever to say, this is Doggie Diamonds for ForbesDVD.com. Nobody ever did an interview for a website, ever. I was the first person to ever do that. You think niggas is going to admit that? No. I know what it is. Because hip-hop is a street game, right? It's supposed to be for the streets. It's supposed to be for the pain. It's supposed to be for the pain and the struggle of the streets to get out the streets to get money. But Well, all these interview niggas that are so-called compete with me and this, that, and the third, where these niggas be at? In offices.
Yeah.
On couches.
And you in the streets.
In studios. I'm in the fucking street. I done been in every hood in New York doing interviews. You understand what I'm saying? With the real niggas, because I'm one of them. That's why I'm cautious about starting beef, because I don't want to have to kill one of these rap niggas because they mad at me.
Right. You got one.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I done squash more beef than I done put ahead, because if I know both parties, I'm going to try to get them to talk. I'm going to keep it real. When I interviewed Max B and he was mad at Dipset and he talked about Jim Jones, what did I say to him? Yo, what is it going to take for all this shit to end, my nigga?
And the word.
What he said, somebody got to die. I said, yo, do you really, really feel like that? I could have been like, ooh, my nigga, damn. Nah, I don't do that. Because this is grown man shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with the interview shit, I'm a little tired of it now, though, because...
Why is that, Doggie? Why is that?
I think it's oversaturated. I think anybody with a camera think they can do interviews. Mm-hmm. And about 95 to 97% of these niggas suck. Because they don't know the game of hip-hop. If y'all don't know anything about me, I am a hip-hop historian.
Word.
I know a lot of shit of... That's why I could call a nigga like Smooth the Hustler and introduce him to the new audience. And people say, you know, because I was getting criticism. I shouldn't address this, but, you know, I like to address everything. I was getting criticism that, yo, you interview a lot of has-beens. You interview a lot of never-was niggas. So, all right, I got called to interview the dude August Alsina, whatever his name is.
August Alsina, yeah.
August Alsina. I couldn't make it. Sorry. You understand what I'm saying? Because he just did press. He just did power. He just did hot. He just did all this shit. What the fuck? He doesn't have a career. What are we going to talk about? He don't want to talk about Trey Songz. So what are we going to talk about? So I'm going to interview him for the fact to say that I interviewed him? No, look at the Power 105 interview. I like what they do from time to time.
Right.
Look at the Hot 97 interview. I can't say I like what they do, but look at it. You know what I'm saying? Look at that's about it. Look at Sway shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't need to be. See, I'm also a fan of certain people too, so I don't need to try to outdo this man questions.
Right.
I'm a fan. I want to watch entertain. I want to learn something. But I feel like in a lot of these interviews, you're not learning anything. Niggas is going straight for that beef until they get punched in their face. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really into that. You know, I could interview a dude and we never talk about beef. I knew that Pun never hit Jay-Z in the head with a bottle. But I
didn't know that till he came on your show, Doggie Diamonds. I ain't gonna front, B.
This is what I'm saying. I got to get y'all to learn that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I got to get y'all to learn that because it's a part of hip-hop history. It's a fable. It's an urban legend. You know what I'm saying? And we move on. You know what I'm saying? And that's the dope shit about hip-hop, especially being media. You control what people see and hear. You got to take responsibility sometimes, and people don't want to do that. Yeah, I like to see a good ass whooping every now and again. So that's really dope. I like to see some ass. You know what I'm saying? I like all of that. But I also like to learn. I also like to think. I also like to, because what happens when your fucking 4-year-old daughter is talking about, I've been drinking watermelon and all that shit? How does that feel?
Word.
Yeah. I said, feel too good. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, hey, baby, don't say that. But this is what's out there. What else are they going to sing? Because it ain't nothing else for them to sing positive. You understand what I'm saying?
This is why I appreciate you, Star, and Combat Jack, too, because there's some people in the forefront who've been here for a long time. I'm going to say his name, fuck it, here on PSA Radio. I look at a cat who I've been seeing for a long time, Elliot Wilson. You know what I'm saying? A New York cat that was under XXL. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like I don't want to say he abandoned New York hip-hop. I don't want to say that, but when I look at his avatar and he got these other niggas up there, it's just an Instagram and they pictures 24/7. It's like, damn, my dude, like, I don't know. It's just too much for me sometimes and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I appreciate, you know.
Let me defend Elliot Wilson for 1 second. This is going to sound crazy for me. I hope y'all headline this. I'll defend Elliot Wilson.
Okay.
Elliot Wilson has put his heart and soul into journalism. Fact.
Right, that's true.
He goes back to damn, the magazine is gonna come to me. Ego Trip.
Ego Trip, yeah, that magazine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elliot Wilson has put his heart and soul into hip hop journalism. Elliot Wilson can't do no wrong to me right now. You know why? Because he's one of the OGs.
Yeah, he's
you know
an OG. Yeah.
He's an OG. So, fuck it. Whatever Elliot Wilson do, some people say he's a dick rider. Some people say all that shit, man. You know what it's like to be 45 years old or 40-something plus, and you having the time of your life. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You in the thick of this shit. Like, my nigga, I didn't think I was going to live to be 16.
Damn.
So imagine being 45, 46 years old, and you know Jay-Z. And you know 2 Chainz, and you know these niggas. So salute to Elliot Wilson, man. Enjoy your life, my G, because this nigga's out here dying, and this nigga's out here stupid. So imagine never really having being an entrepreneur. Yeah. I salute Elliot Wilson. Will I take the route that he takes? No. But somebody got to do it. Somebody has to be that dude. Do you think Elliot Wilson's going to beat somebody up or argue with somebody?
No. I don't look at him. I don't look at him for that, though, because I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you said,
everybody
he's a man of age. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's a man of age.
Everybody can't be Doggie Diamond. Everybody can't be Elliot Wilson.
Right.
So I need Elliot Wilson. Right. And when I seen Elliot Wilson in the street, he was really, really respectable to me and saluted me. And that's all I asked for.
That's what's up, though. I like to hear that. That brothers, you know, he can recognize who you are, recognize what you do for the hip hop culture, and dap you up and salute you for your contributions to the culture.
I saw him in the hood.
Oh, word.
You know where I see Iron Solomon at?
Where?
I see him in the hood. You know where I see Static Select at? I see him in the hood. Where all these hood niggas be at? You know what I'm saying? So people that we might deem as pussies, suckers, yo, these niggas got more heart than some of these people that getting all the credit. That ain't really doing it. It's their entourage. So for Elliot Wilson, he an OG. I wish I could have I wish I could have a long career as he had, touch a couple of M's over his life, and just being part of a lot of shit that made this hip-hop shit go. Elliot Wilson is one of the dudes responsible for breaking Wale. People don't know that.
Wow.
I remember him riding hard for Wale, and anybody know me, I think Wale is fucking corny. He just look like he smell like shit, and I just think he's corny. And ain't got nothing to do with dreads either. I just think he's corny. But Elliot Wilson rode hard for that kid, and I guess that they made it.
But see, that's what it is, Doggie Diamonds. And this I guess I'm comparing it to because I look at him as an OG like yourself, but guys like myself who came up under Run DMC, LL, Wu, Nas, this, that, and the third, like. We want to hear from the old school rappers. I want to hear stories and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we never got to hear. The media social media wasn't popping in the 80s and the 90s like that. You know what I'm saying? So to hear you reach out to old school cats, I appreciate that myself. I can't even front on that. You know what I mean? And I wish sometimes Elliot would, not saying he has to, but if you're in the forefront of the culture, I wish you teach the youngins, not just the cats that's popping now. And
I don't think that's his job, though. I think that's my job, though.
Okay.
I don't think that's his job. I think he did that already. He did the ego tripping. He did that. He was with them back then. Some of them might have said, Elliot Wilson, well, you're a fucking faggot. I'll kill you. Well, I think he helped them. You know what I'm saying? That's how I be feeling about niggas sometimes. Like, damn, all the shit I did for this nigga, look what he did. Look how he treat me.
Yeah.
Elliot Wilson, like right now, like I said, you a married man. You middle age of your life. Get your money, my G.
Word.
Fuck your wife every night. Get your money and just have fun, man, because you're going to die. You know what I'm saying? So you can't die a disgruntled nigga talking about, I did it for hip-hop. Nah, get your money, my nigga. Live your life. You know what I'm saying? If what you think is true to you, that's on you. Like I said, will I do some of the things Star do? No.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why when Star gets up and looks in the mirror, he sees Star face. When I get up in the mirror, I look at my face. Elliot Wilson look at his face. So I salute Elliot Wilson. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I like what he does. I hate his fucking laugh, but I understand it.
Dying to laugh, yeah. That's a signature laugh.
Yeah, I understand. I understand it, and as him being my OG, I can't disrespect. Me and Elliot Wilson, people don't know this. I had a write-up in the New York Times in 1999. And Elliot Wilson was a part of the story, too. It was called Race in America. Because, you know, I'm always talking about some race shit. You know what I'm saying? And Elliot Wilson was in there. He was still at WSL at the time. Maybe I'll pull the shit out. And I would get an article on me, Elliot Wilson, and somebody else. But shout out to him, man. You know what it is? Let me say one more thing. I think we too hard and critical on our people.
Okay.
I think sometimes we just tear our people down so hard that you got to sometimes be able to pull a nigga to a side and say, yo, my G, I don't, this, that, and the third. Look how I could give you a different insight or a different outlook on Elliot Wilson. Now, after we hang up the phone, you probably can still hate his fucking gut. But for 5 seconds, I got you to understand why I respect him.
Word, no doubt. That's true. I don't hate him. I don't hate him at all, not at all. But I did look at him a different light when you said, you know, you met him and y'all chopped it up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to keep it real. I do agree with that, though, yeah.
Look, he added Forbes DVD to his blog roll. He posts my content from time to time. Not a lot, not as much as I would like, of course, but he has. So all I can ask for somebody is to give me a shot, acknowledge me, and that's it. I'm gonna take it from there. You know, some people try to act like you don't exist, but he was like, Forbes. I know Forbes. I know who you are. You understand what I'm saying? So I was like, salute, respect. You know what I'm saying? And even for people who never posted my shit, they'll be like, salute, because all these niggas steal my questions. All of them. All these niggas steal my questions. Look, I was watching an interview with Power 105. Shout out, like I said, shout out to them. I told y'all earlier, check out Power 105. I like that shit. They interviewed Nori. They basically copied
I've seen that one, yeah.
They copied my whole shit. Whoever asked Nori what Neptune's got a cocker spaniel, I did that. Just like I seen an interview with Sway interviewing Tony Yayo. He copied all my questions. But see, the deal is, I don't mind when people acknowledge that they're inspired by what I do. I don't like when they act like, oh, I never heard of you, my nigga. No, you fucking lying, nigga. I done been on every website. So I got to show my face and run out there for you to know who I am? You know this fucking voice, nigga. Cut it to fire. You know that green logo if you don't know nothing else.
Yep.
I own the color green now. You know what I'm saying? That color green is us. You know what I'm saying? Fact. If you see a nigga with a green font on shit, you're going to look at it funny. Like, it's just the truth. You're going to be like, I don't know about this green font, my nigga. It look like some Forbes shit. You know what I'm saying? It could be whatever font, but that's called branding. You brand yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I respect a lot of the OGs. It's just some people I just don't like, my nigga. I just don't like some niggas because I have behind-the-scenes shit. And I want, you know, being that I got this audience, y'all audience, I want to say something to y'all. I explain this all the time. A lot of times when you see me dislike somebody or I have an issue with somebody, it's never hate. It's because I had an issue with them. But in this industry, which a lot of y'all aspiring artists will learn that people do shit behind the scenes, but in the public forum, they act like nothing never happened. And if you vent and say something about what happened behind the scenes, they almost look at you like a snitch, but it's a lot of shit that wasn't rectified. Like, people will do fuck shit to you. For example, it's like the elephant in the room. If you walk in the room and you say, there's a fucking elephant in here, people are like, what elephant? I don't see an elephant. In the music industry, in the music business, it's unwritten rules that you don't talk about certain shit. But being that I'm a man and I'm not oppressed, I talk about what the fuck I want to, when I want to, because can't near one of these niggas whip my ass, or you can't blackball me, because if you blackball me and I find out you blackballing me, I'm going to fuck you up. So you take your pick. So it's like child molestation. This is child molestation. When a child gets molested and they say uncle, cousin, whoever older than them is molesting them, the first thing they do is say what? You're lying.
Yeah.
And then the victim gets treated like what?
Shit.
they get treated like they're the fucking the culprit.
Yep.
The same thing in the music industry. If I say tomorrow such and such wronged me, and they look at them like they're in a greater position, they gonna say, "Oh, you just hating on such and such. That nigga don't know you."
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So what happens? A child goes and they tell everybody that they got molested. People say you're lying. Uncle Ray Ray wouldn't do that to you.
Right.
But Uncle Ray Ray been molesting them for years, and that's what happens in this music industry. So when you see unsung heroes and you see people come out and say, "Yo, such and such stole my song," or they be like, "Oh, you lying, you just hating on such and such. Oh, that nigga, you know you ain't shit." It's the same shit. So what happens? What do child molesters turn into? A child molester.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because hurt people.
Hurt people. It's like a trickle-down effect, basically,
This is what I'm saying. So now in the music industry, when a nigga get jerked, he gets shitted on, and he try to cry out for help, and nobody believes him. What he do? He finds somebody to shit on and jerk. It's just a cycle. So with me, I'm into breaking cycles. I like to say, that nigga's a fuck nigga because X, Y, Z, and I don't like him. And I don't give a fuck how none of y'all feel. And not because I'm hating on the nigga, because nobody ever heard me say, "Yo, I'm broke, my nigga. I can't pay my rent." You ain't never heard nothing, so it's never been a money thing. It's a moral and integrity thing. So when people do shit that I don't like, that I think is going to affect everybody, or they've been fucking niggas over, I just like to say shit.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? People be like, "Yo, don't do that because you're going to burn bridges." Well, I never was going to cross that fucking bridge anyway. Anyway.
Let me ask you a question. I need your take. I need your take on the Jay-Z, Solange, and Beyonce thing. When you saw that, what was your initial reaction? I'm just curious to know.
Yo, my initial reaction is this. I do not hit women. I'm not an advocate for hitting women. I've never been in a relationship where I beat no chick up. None of these women that I've dealt with in my life could ever say I hit them. I will verbally abuse you because I know how to make these words like a motherfucker. I'm sharp, I'm witty, and I'm crafty with this shit. So you might have wished I clung to with some of the shit that come out of my mouth. But what I said was, all right, I understand anger, but if you kick me and you spit on me, you'll be the first bitch I ever punch in the face.
Oh, man.
Because spitting on somebody is the biggest form of disrespect next to suck my dick.
Yeah, it is. That is it.
Listen, if you spit on me, I'm going to fuck you up. But look, Jay-Z punches Solange. Justified or not, he just lost millions.
Yep, it would have been over. Doggie Down. It would have been over for Hov.
So look, Chris Brown fucks a bitch up, and everybody, I shouldn't call her a bitch, because I don't know her, but fuck it.
Right.
Chris Brown fucks a bitch up, and he's the worst thing in the world. Jay-Z don't fuck the bitch up. He's still the worst nigga in the world. Like, what? You damn if you do this.
Damn if you don't.
If you will, damn if you won't. You know
but
what
I think
I'm
they're trying to make a prime example out of Chris Brown. Would you agree with that, though, right?
Well, Chris Brown's a fucking asshole. Because, let me tell you something. I got locked up when I was 15. They told me, stay out of trouble for 6 months. You know what I did? Stay the fuck out of trouble for 6 months.
Right.
I didn't go outside. Because trouble is outside. I ain't going to get locked up in the house. So I stayed in the fucking house, because if I go outside, I'm a product of all this shit that's going on. When niggas is out here robbing motherfuckers and shit, you think I ain't going to rob? I'm going to be a part of that. How do I not be a part of it? You stay in the fucking house. You know what I'm saying? Right. But Chris Brown is not being the main example. Chris Brown is an asshole because, first of all, he's misguided. Who's your OG? Because your OG is supposed to always pull you to the side and say, yo, my nigga, you wildin'. You fucking up the money.
Yeah. Yep.
But these little niggas don't respect the older heads no more.
Yeah. And when did this happen, though? Because I had somebody tell me this on the show last week, that the situation in Chicago, Doggie Dom, is that the young boys don't listen to the OGs at all. And when I was coming up, it was total opposite.
Well, shout out to all the little brothers, whether you be GD, BD, Gangster, Disciple, that's GD, same shit. Vice Lord, all the street organizations out there, Blood, Crip, Latin King. Shout out to all y'all, man. If nobody give a fuck about y'all, I really do.
Mm.
That's why the GDs will call my phone, and I'll get their message out there, you know, on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? I think they do respect the OGs, but the OGs failed us. I feel like that sometimes. Look, the OGs, my OGs are crackheads.
80s niggas.
Yeah, niggas is crackheads. I'm an 80s baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why you got emotional problems. Because everybody smoked crack in the 80s. If you was born in the 80s, your mother and father smoked crack. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's real. It is what it is, because crack was a new drug, and everybody tried it. But then some people started smoking it for 3-4 days. That's when they became a crackhead. Some people smoked it occasionally. Some people stopped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with the OGs, if you can't show somebody something, how could you tell them something? How could you tell a nigga don't do something that you're doing? You know what I'm saying? I can't say don't do this while I'm doing it. You know, because you know the OG say, yo, I don't want to catch you smoking this shit when they blow the smoke in your face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you got to lead by example.
Yep.
Everybody want to be like their big brother, their big cousin. You know, my cousin, my brother killed 10 niggas. You love that shit. What are we raised on? We raised on Boys in the Hood, Minister Society,
yeah.
South Central. We raised on that.
Juice, all that.
We raised on that. So we see that, and who the fuck didn't think they was O-Dog? Who didn't want to be Ice Cube in the movie? These is our heroes because we love Scarface, but that's not realistic in the hood.
Yeah, but that's what we glorify. That's what the young boys
O-Dog is realistic.
Glorify that shit, you know?
O-Dog is realistic, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what happens. So when the OGs is telling little niggas don't do it, they like, oh, hey, you washed up. And it came from a lot of single mothers, too, not letting their kids get punched on. Because a lot of single mothers be raising boys talking about, don't hit my son. And they putting barrettes and all types of shit in their hair, trying to make them cute. And then the little niggas grow up sissies and shit. And then to prove he ain't no damn sissy, he turned into a goddamn murderer. I grew up with it's nothing but males in my family. When I was 4 years old, they put boxing gloves on me and told me to fight. Now, some people might say that's just child abuse. You know what I'm saying? Well, in today's society, that's child abuse. But that's how I learned how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Then I learned how to fight with my mind.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one last question before we sign off at Doggie Diamonds. I need your opinion on this. New York hip hop, being that you came from the era where the concrete jungle, and I think I'm considered an old head because I'm always like, I miss the golden era. I don't like what I'm hearing from certain niggas. I don't like hip hop niggas, certain groups now. I don't like what niggas is talking about. What do you say to the New York hip hop? Are they trying to make a comeback, or is it fuck New York, let's just keep moving, or is it we trying to bring New York back? What do you think?
I love my city. I'm from my city. You know, niggas talk about this city, but I'm out here on this soil, my nigga, front line at all times. I love all music. I love trap rap when I'm in Atlanta. I love West Coast shit. Like, I love that West Coast.
I do love West Coast shit.
I don't really like the new West Coast shit, but I love, like, you put on that Dog Pound shit, you put on that fucking Mac 10 shit, you put on that Sir Jinx shit, that old Ice Cube shit, you put on this group called the Bums. They was from the West Coast, but they sound the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? You put on Far Side. I love all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Cypress Hill, Alcoholic,
yeah, Cypress Hill. Yeah, I love all that shit. But everything has its time. And sometimes we have to grow with the changes. That's like sitting here saying, damn, my nigga, I miss tokens, man. Fuck this Metro card. I want tokens.
Right.
You got to learn how to make things work for you. Music could dictate phases in your life, because you remember what girl you was fucking when this song came out. You remember when such and such died. That's what music is supposed to be for you, like a timeline of your life. If you don't like what's out, don't listen to that shit. See, sometimes we, like I said, it goes back to that hating thing. We fuck with shit just to complain about it.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with it. Ratings ratings is everything. I try to tell people. You don't like what a website has on it? Stop going to it. Everybody who I know that come on my page, I don't know if they're patronizing me. They might be. They tell me they hate World Star. So why are they the number one urban site?
That's a good question, because I don't click on them niggas, though. I ain't going to front, though.
I don't go to World Star. I don't know what's on there because I don't like the content. Even when I'm on there, I still be like, fuck them. I be on there. I be like, fuck them. Everybody says Vlad is a cop, Vlad is gay, Vlad is racist. So why does he have so many views? It might be niggas that say, fuck Doggie Diamonds, I hate that nigga, he pop shit, I knock him, there's one nigga on Twitter or somebody gonna knock me out, whatever. I tell him I walk down Fulton Street every day this time, please come knock me out, I need my ass whipped. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't fuck with me then.
That's what ratings,
it is. Listen, ratings is big. Like, if you don't fuck with something, look, if Hot 97 don't get these ratings, they're going to be forced to change. You want change? There's power in the people. Learn from your history. Learn from the Panthers. Learn from the Nation of Islam. Learn from, fuck it, even the KKK could teach you something. Because they stood, listen, it should sound crazy, but think about it. They stood together and agreed with the ideology, their philosophies, or their doctrine. They stood together under something. We can't even stand together. We hate the same shit.
Doggie Diamonds, yo, I appreciate you coming on the show, my G. We pressed for a little time. Yo, you our first guest, man. Yo, you always dropping jewels and shit. Can you just shout out what you're doing tomorrow, 7 to 9, if you don't mind, for the people out there?
Tomorrow, Forbes DVD Live, every Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. on DTFradio.com. If you don't have access to a computer, you can download something called the TuneIn app. It's free. You can listen to it on any mobile device you have. And just search the DTF Radio. Listen to me. I talk about this shit every day. I am Malcolm X every fucking day. You look at my Twitter avatar. It's Dr. Khalil Abdul Muhammad. Shout out to Farrah Gray, his son, following me. Like, this is what I'm really about. I love everybody who support me, like, genuinely, because I'm just a kid from Brooklyn, no education, who wasn't even supposed to live to be past 16. But, nigga, I made it, for real.
You made it, word.
And I just try to show y'all love. That's why when y'all reach out to me to do the show, I'm like, hell yeah. Like,
word, you don't even front, man. Word. Doggie Diamonds.
And I call on time. You see that, right?
Word, all day. And I appreciate that, Doggie Diamonds, for real, man. Salute, Doggie.
Yeah, I just want to say one more thing. Subscribe to my YouTube. It's Forbes DVD Promo, FORBEZ DVD PROMO. Or if you want to subscribe to the other YouTube, Forbes DVD, FORBEZ DVD. I don't care if you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that shit. Fuck them. They don't give me no check. If I even come up with that shit.
Doggie Diamonds, man.
Yo, what's up with the other homie, man?
My man, no, this is the thing. We got our battle rap show over there with Angry Fans Radio. Me and Timbo were just over here just as a sports hip hop. You know what I'm saying? We branching out a little bit. We keeping the brand just moving and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I understand. Because you know, people are confused. They're like, yo, is Angry Fan going to be in? I'm like, because you know them battle rappers, if this was about them, I would have destroyed all them niggas today.
That's why this show is not that our show on tomorrow and everything is grimy. This is just hip hop sports. And just, you know what I'm saying?
I'll destroy those battle rap niggas. Them the most unloyalist motherfuckers ever.
Oh man, we gotta get you Angry Fans ready to top it up with my battle rap though.
Yeah. Before we go though, Misfit is battling Bonnie Godiva at the No Holds Barred event, Queen of the Ring. So make sure y'all go there. Y'all know our man is Misfit. Y'all got to get her on y'all show also. She got a lot to talk about, but she's locked in writing her bars right now.
Word.
And shout out to Bonnie. I ain't going to diss her, nothing like that, but you're going to lose. You know what I'm saying? And it is. Man, thank y'all for having me, man.
Yeah, you already, man.